Hello everybody, welcome to our channel.
We're back.
Southern Bliss.
Reckon Lake.
Yes.
See the beautiful lake behind us?
Yes. And we want to tell you about the rest of our trip from New York to Virginia to Washington, D.C. I probably got that backwards. Anyway, to Tennessee and home. So, Janet, start us off. What did you like about New York?
It was interesting. It was different. I mean, you know, we come from the country, so we're going into, a big city that's nothing but people and buildings. So it was overwhelming, actually, just a little bit. But New York it is beautiful down where we went.
Yeah, we went to Central Park.
Yes.
We went to Patrick's Cathedral, St. Patrick's Cathedral, which was beautiful.
Yes.
I mean, it was just, I've never been in a church like that. We walked the streets and we walked the streets and we walked the streets and we walked and we walked and we walked some more.
And we limped and we limped and we limped.
And we walked some
They
more.
finally gave out
Couldn't
on
do
me and
it.
they said, we can't walk anymore.
We got arthritis. We
was
can't
all
do it.
tired.
And
So
then
we took a taxi cab for about 4 blocks and it cost us $27
Yeah.
for the first time. Yeah, 4 blocks.
And then we walked some more.
Yeah, we did. We went to Trump Towers, which
Yeah, that
was
was neat.
very interesting. It was pretty neat to, so we went to.
We seen Macy's.
We didn't get to go in there.
Well, we
I
didn't.
was
We
disappointed
chose
in
not
that
to.
now. Well, yeah.
Yeah, we chose not
But
to.
next
because
time we go, we're going.
We
You hear
done
me?
walked and walked and walked. And I was sick,
Yeah, she was sick.
but I walked and walked and walked.
Yeah.
She was out of it, though. She was like in a daze.
And before we went, we stayed in, where did we stay? What was it called?
Hoboken,
Hoboken?
that
It was, no, it was the other one.
New Jersey. Bayonne?
Bayonne.
Bayonne,
Bayonne,
New Jersey. So we was a good ways from New York City. We had to go,
But it was neat.
yeah, we
had a good place
actually
to
took the
stay.
subway, which was interesting. And the whole time we were gone, I was going, we're in New York. I'm going, we got to get back on that subway and get back. So about 3 o'clock, we get down there and there's crazy men running through there, hollering, screaming, and cussing, and we got out of there. So we paid a taxi cab driver $120 to take us back to our condo.
But we were safe.
That was the bad part about it. But
After we walked back up the subway stairs,
Yeah.
then we got us a
we found us a taxi cab
taxi.
driver and we asked him if he'd take us, and he said he would, all the way back over there. The next day we went to the Statue of Liberty and it was awesome. He
See
felt
my
proud.
shirt?
Yeah, she's got her shirt on. I got Destin on.
Okay.
I got Tennessee on.
Yes. I buy shirts everywhere I go.
I do
Every
too.
state, every city I stop in, I buy shirts. And I can't find half of them now, but they'll pop back up.
Yeah.
And before we went to New York, we went through Massachusetts. We each had our destination that we wanted. Hers was New York. Mine was Massachusetts, Plymouth, Massachusetts, and hers was. Where's was yours?
Well, I chose Niagara Falls
Niagara
since we
Falls,
was going to
yeah.
be up there. I mean,
So-
there was no sense in going all the way to New
No.
York and not go to Niagara
Right.
Falls. You're right
Exactly.
there.
Massachusetts is neat. We got to
Yeah.
see the Mayflower too. A lot of history of the Pilgrims, and we wanted to take. The only thing I regret is us not taking the. I guess it's a ferry.
The ferry over to
Martha's Vineyard.
Martha's Vineyard.
We tried to go up Cape Cod. We got a little. It was just kind of. We was rushed for time, so we didn't get to do a lot. But if I ever get to go back, I want to just stay there a couple of days. And but it was neat.
If we go back to New York,
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm gonna go back, but if they do, they need to stay in New York.
Yeah.
The only reason we didn't stay in New York is because by the time we went through Kentucky, Tennessee, and up through Niagara Falls and back, it was 9/11. So we could not find a hotel that was. We couldn't afford it. They jacked the prices up on all the hotels. Of course, it's packed out too. So that's why we ended up staying in over there where we were at. Just that's pretty much the closest affordable place that we could find.
It was neat. It was
One
really
bedroom
nice.
that Cynthia picked out.
Yeah.
Well, it was nice. We had a big old picture window that showed the
Yes.
skyline of New York, and
we
it
seen-
was worth it.
And then on
I don't know about
9/11,
one bedroom being worth it.
yeah, we was pretty.
we
She
survived.
slept in the
Yeah.
closet. We
I
switched
slept in
out
the
on the
closet.
couch. But on 9/11, we got to see the beams, and that was neat. And we were by the, I guess it's called a light train, right? Is that what it was called?
Yes.
And that was neat to ride. We was just, we
Yeah,
was
we
just-
could have took the train over. I think we could have took the train over to New York. We just couldn't figure out how we could do
No,
it.
we was kind of lost. But if we ever get to go back, once you've been there, you're kind of a little more familiar with
Yeah.
what you're supposed to be doing.
We'll plan
Next
better.
time, we're going to stay in New York,
Yeah.
so we don't have that problem. We'll still have to walk 100 miles, but it was it's just someplace. I was sick, so I was pretty sick. So I do really want to go back. It was not planned for us to be there on 9/11, but it ended up that way, and it was
It's neat.
really
It was-
neat
I
to
never
say
really-
we've been to New York City on 9/11.
Yeah.
And we could see, like she said, the towers from our
Our hotel.
yeah,
our
our
condo.
hotel.
We'll put pictures so that, of course,
Yeah.
you can see. And then we went from there to Washington, D.C. I definitely
Awesome.
want to go back. We got to go to the White House. Oh,
Yeah.
it was amazing. And I held my Trump hat up because I knew he was going to be moving in. And
We bought us a hat.
Yeah,
we
we
bought
did.
us a Trump
I
hat.
didn't buy a Trump hat.
But it was neat. There's a lot of history there. I like to go to the Smithsonian, and there's a Bible museum too that I would love to go.
Yeah. So
We plan
what
on
we're
going
saying
back.
is we're going to go back
Yeah.
to
Washington.
Washington D.C. And when we go back, we're going to plan on taking a tour bus.
Yeah.
And they'll take you, because you have to pay for parking there too if you don't. So if you take a tour bus, they'll take you everywhere. Y'all probably already know that, but we didn't do that. And we want to see the changing of the guards because they say that is awesome.
Definitely want to go back.
Yes.
We was in
But-
a rush.
Let me say something.
Okay, go ahead.
Plymouth Rock was amazing to see.
Forgot
Yeah,
about
we
that.
missed
You,
that.
you
yeah.
think there's a big old huge rock, and it's a little rock, but it's the original rock that was there, and it's got a little thing built around it, and it's down there deep. So it was amazing to see that, to know.
Something on my neck.
Probably a granddad.
I thought it was a snake. Okay, we're better.
It was an inchworm.
Well, I didn't know it was furry and it didn't feel
Inchworms
good.
sting.
Woo, yeah, they do.
It was a caterpillar. I think.
Okay, now back to our story.
But
It was amazing to see that, to know something on my
Let us not forget to tell everybody that everywhere you go in New York, Maine, Niagara Falls, Canada, you have to pay to park.
and it ain't $1, and it's not $2, not even $12. It's
Oh, boy.
$16 to $20 for 30 minutes. And
Oh, we paid 30 something.
Yeah.
I hope you're talking
we
loud.
paid
I don't know
40.
if the microphones
I mean,
are working.
it's crazy that you have to pay to park. I mean, we go to a restaurant and eat, and it costs us $20 a person to eat. We have to leave a tip, and then we had to pay to park. And you can't just put money in the machine. You had to hook a credit card up to
Yeah.
it. So we didn't even sometimes know if we didn't check. We didn't know what they charged us to park.
So we're just telling you this in
So
case
you
you've
know.
never been, you'll know to allow, we did not allow that much for parking. We allowed for the gas, the condo, the eats, but we never thought, and the toll roads, you need a toll thing to put in your car so you don't have to pay for the toll.
In Maine, if you do not have one of them easy passes in Maine,
We'll see.
you get fined for that. You will get fined for not
have to do
having
this
an
over.
easy pass. You cannot pay there.
Yeah, and Easy Pass is, If you have an Easy Pass, now a lot of people, y'all may know this, but if you get an Easy Pass, like an Ohio Easy Pass, you only pay like $1 here, $1 there to go through the toll. If you don't have it and they get your license, it's like $15 to $30 when they send you the bill.
Yes.
So they get you on it.
And then once you've been there,
Mona's disappointed because our mics are not hooked
well,
up. So
we'll just keep going forward.
yeah.
Now this, you see a lot of movies, or I do, because I watch Blue Bloods all the time. That's like my favorite show. I'm watching it again, so y'all know. It's nice to look at the Statue of Liberty, but to actually be there
That's cool.
is
It's
amazing.
a feeling that
Sorry.
it's amazing. It is. It is just really amazing.
You felt like proud to be
Yeah.
Yep.
in the United States, and
Right.
you felt. Actually, I felt proud to be in New York because we have an awesome president now.
Yeah, we do.
Donald Trump, and he's getting us back on track.
Yes, he is.
So I'm
We
proud
are.
to be an American.
Yep. Amen.
Yes.
So
Then we
We're gonna
left.
go back.
We left there and headed through Virginia. We really didn't get to stop in Virginia or anything.
But the Blue Ridge Mountains
Yes,
are
are beautiful.
amazing. Oh, we definitely are going back up in there and
Yes.
through North Carolina and South
Yeah,
Carolina. We want
that's going to be a trip on down the road. The North
Yeah.
Carolina, South Carolina, West Virginia.
might hit
She
Florida
says
first.
Florida, but we already
We
been
just
to
go
Florida.
the East Coast.
yeah, but you can't go that far and not go to Florida.
Right.
We've been
got
to Florida. Everyone
I don't
has been
care. I go to Florida every year if I
Well,
want, if I want to.
you can go, but the point is seeing states that we hadn't seen.
Okay, so
We can drive
we'll just go
across.
to a different beach.
We can drive
I've seen.
across.
I haven't been to
across.
Panama City.
Well, you can go to Panama
How's
City.
that song go?
anytime.
We don't sing
How
that.
do you know? My husband won't take me
Oh,
back.
he will too. He will too. He
says he won't.
He will. He says he always won't do anything, but he always does.
I would love to just travel up the East Coast back up to Maine. Just get on and just go.
Or at least to Rhode Island. We didn't get to see Rhode Island while we were up there.
Right.
On our
I want to
next
go,
adventure.
but I want to go to Maine, up to the northern part of Maine, to that national park. What's it called?
Arcadia.
National
Yeah,
Park.
we
I want to
might
go
not
there.
be saying it right, but yeah.
And then we come back and hit Tennessee and went to what was that name of that?
We went to Gatlinburg
Yeah.
first, and our little condo didn't work out so well. So we ended up in.
A very nice condo.
But we didn't end up in Gatlinburg. We went back to
Pigeon Forge.
Pigeon Forge, and those little towns are awesome.
They're
beautiful. And we went up to We tried to go up to Klingman's Dome, but did we make?
They were repairing or doing
Yeah,
something
it was
up there. We didn't
closed.
get to go.
And we didn't get to go to that. But you need to go to that because that's awesome.
But we did see a bear.
Yeah, that's
Black
when we
Bear.
went to Cade's Cove. Yeah,
It's
that's
not Cade,
awesome.
it's Cade. I'm sorry.
Cade's
Cade.
Cove.
I said Cade.
Oh.
And then we ended up in Memphis. I told her that was not, what do you call them thing? A jackhammer. She said, they're working. I told Cynthia, I said, them people, they're not working.
Okay, so it wasn't, everybody knows that Memphis is not the
No, it's not.
the perfect place to stay, but we had an alarm system on our house, and I didn't turn it on, so
See, we wasn't
I wasn't
safe.
worried.
So she woke up.
I
Yeah.
was trying to make sure the door was locked.
And all I heard was the doorknob twisting. I'm laying there and I'm like, oh my gosh, well, Lord help me. Lord help me, what am I going to do? And I didn't want to move, but I knew I couldn't lay there because my head's by the front door on the couch. And finally I got the nerve to look up and she was over there just twisting that knob, Janet was, trying to make sure the alarm was on.
No,
But
the door was locked. That's
Oh,
what I was. I never turned the alarm on.
And then we headed back to Arkansas, and this ends our trip.
our 18-day,
18.
15
15
states.
states.
Let's do it again.
Uh,
We're headed to, Lord willing, we're headed to Alaska in September.
Yes,
We don't know if we're going to drive or fly because we just depends on our money. And
I'm driving. My husband and I are going to take our truck camper, and we're going to go up to Montana, Wyoming. We went to Yellowstone, but we want to go up to Glacier Mountain and
That'd be really
some of the
pretty.
places we didn't get to go see.
Well,
On the way up
maybe
there.
you just need to pray that we get a husband and we'll just have a little train. We'll just
They need a
follow
husband.
each other.
She's
If you're
advertising.
watching, they need a husband.
Lord have mercy. Anyway, I guess that's it.
That's it. Until next time, go to our page and like it. And what's that called? Subscribe.
And what are we called?
Southern
Bliss
Travels and Adventures.
Yes.
Let us know in the comments who you are and where you're from, and we look forward to seeing you.
And we are going to be Sasquatch hunting soon.
Yes,
Yes.
yes, that's our next thing,
Yes.
Sasquatch hunting. Thank you.
Bye.
Have a good day.